I know you couldn't wait to get back to this session today because you just want to know what word the Lord has for you today. So let me just recap. Isaac was in a circumstance where famine was there. In other words, human natural resources were not going to save him. He was going to try and fix that himself. God spoke. God declared these blessing on him. God said, just stay here and obey me. And in his obedience, God brought blessing upon him in a time when no one else was blessed, which caused him to increase in such a quick, rapid fashion. His blessing increased rapidly because everybody else needed what he had because God blessed him. Then I started to share with you about how Jesus was using a boat and he was teaching, and then he told all these skilled, knowledgeable, circumstantial, geographically based, lifetime, generationally passed on skills of fishing. He found a boat and he said, you caught nothing? Why don't you just push your boat in a little bit and go and catch some fish? How's that for a 1 minute catch up, hey? Now, so they go out with their boats on the word of the Lord. They go out with their boats. And now, in their minds, what does this carpenter know? Yes, he's a prophet of God and he's a good teacher and all that, but what does he know about fishing? So we'll take one boat and one set of nets. At least they were obedient. So what does the Bible say? Bible say because they were obedient and they let out the nets, when they had done this, they caught a great number of fish and their net was breaking. So this is a net that is hauling in a huge catch to the point where they're beginning to lose some of their catch because the net is breaking. So they signaled to their partners in the other boats to come and help them, and they came and filled both the boats, so they began to sink. So now, this is not just a little catch. This is not just a little haul. This is not just one net. Listen, if they had filled that net in one boat, it would have still been, in their mind, a miracle, because they caught nothing all night. And now they caught a whole net full and filled one boat. If you fill a whole boat full of fish, that's a huge catch for anybody. But now they have to call another boat, call their partners, bring their nets, and they both filled both their boats and both their nets to the point of sinking. Now that, to me, is the blessing. That, to me, is how God can turn a naturally barren situation. So Isaac faced famine, Simon faced barrenness, or a lack of, a scarcity. One was a scarcity because of weather conditions. One was scarcity for whatever reason. We are in a moment where the world is in scarcity. This is our moment to sow in famine. This is our moment to obey God and put in our nets and get a catch so that He can be glorified, that He can show Himself strong on our behalf. He is just so eager to show us how He can bless us when no one else is experiencing the blessing. This is our moment. This is not a moment to make shipwreck of your faith. This is not a moment for you to be weak and be lacking of courage and lacking under. This is a time to say, my heart's ready to hear. I'm watching for the open door. I'm watching for that supernatural increase. Listen, obey, and go get it in Jesus' name.